Jurgen Klopp is probably Liverpool's greatest ever manager. From finishing 8th in his debut season to taking them to Premier League and UCL glory, as well as numerous other European finals and Premier League title charges, the German coach has become a legend of the Merseyside Football Club. But in this video, we'll look at his more funnier moments at Liverpool. So you can see Liverpool versus Tottenham. Eventually the ball breaks to Jota, takes it in his stride and finds it back in the net. Gets a 94th minute equaliser. Jurgen runs straight to that official, really gives it to him, getting in his face. After you can see Klopp, he's pulled his hamstring, injured his leg or something. But it's kind of funny to see how he's really giving it to the ref, runs to him and then proceeds to do his leg in the process. Mo Salah steps up to take the penalty, misses it, and you can see Klopp's reaction here. He believes that Salah converted it, hence why he does a little motion with his hand. He thinks that he's got the goal for his team, but when he turns around, it turns out that Salah actually didn't find the back of the net, and his reaction is priceless. Here once again Klopp's reaction is hilarious. When Nunes is speaking to one of the other members of the Liverpool staff, Klopp is confused as to what is actually happening, doesn't really know what's going on, and he's just looking around. When the Liverpool team eventually get the ball back here from Leeds, Klopp is loving it. He loves the press. It's almost orgasmic, his reaction, the way he's kind of sloping down on his chair. He's just too gassed. I think it's just funny how much passion and emotion that he shows for his team. Here you can see Virgil van Dijk make a rare error, nearly gets an own goal, and when Klopp sees this, puts his hand up, shaking it, almost worried, but he reacts in such a funny manner at times. I think Jurgen Klopp is one of the only managers who has the cheek to nutmeg one of his own players. A lot of managers will just stand there, chill, do nothing, but Klopp goes for that nutmeg. You can see him gurning with his face, and sometimes he does act a bit like a child. That's what makes him such a likeable character. You can see Jurgen Klopp with Pep Guardiola, gives him a good slap on the back, then tries to rub his bald head too. He's got a lot of cheek, especially when it comes to interacting with other people. Here you can see the ball in that penalty area. Eventually it finds the back of the net, and Jurgen Klopp shows so much passion that he's jumping up and down, and you can see how much it really means to him. It's such a breath of fresh air when you see the manager moving around, slapping his hands on his chest and celebrating so emphatically. We're so used to managers being a lot more reserved, but with Jurgen, what makes him such a funny, bubbly character is just how much he really shows at times. Here you can see Mane on that touchline venturing into the 18-yard box, gets past both those Arsenal defenders, and when he runs to Klopp essentially piggybacks him. The way Klopp is with his players is very funny. He has a very close relationship with them, whereas a lot of managers would just be a bit more distant and reserved and not show as much. You can see Virgil van Dijk hoist it into the air. Eventually the ball falls to Divock Origi, who gets the goal for Liverpool in a clutch game against Everton, their biggest rivals in the title charge in the 18-19 season. Klopp's running around everywhere, punch in the air, hugging his goalkeeper Alisson Becker, and his relationship with his players is very special, hence the way he is with them is really funny. He's not afraid to run up to them, hug them, and here he's going to the coaching staff, gives them a big hug as well. He's just a coach who's just full of passion and emotion when his team score. You can see the Liverpool players being a bit flamboyant, playing it around in a very fancy way, and Klopp's loving it, laughing at it as well, showing all different kinds of hand gestures and expressions to show how he's feeling with his team. The way he reacts when his team does something he likes is truly funny, and he usually really shows it through his facial expressions or body language. Here you can see Liverpool against Norwich, the ball's bouncing around in that penalty box. Eventually it finds itself to Adam Lallana, slaps it in for the Scousers. Klopp's running around and beckons Lallana to come to him and gives him a hug. Lallana jumps onto him, then Klopp proceeds to lose his glasses in the process. But he is a manager who is so bubbly. A lot of coaches would only celebrate inside their technical area with the rest of the coaching staff, but Klopp goes to his players and he's just so passionate and emphatic at times. And it's just funny how his glasses just completely fell off. That's how much he's really celebrating with the rest of the Liverpool squad.